Is China really living in 2050 while the rest of the world is still living in 2025? As a Chinese person, my answer is China is living in 2025, 2050, and 2005 all at the same time. Take electricity, China's monthly power use is higher than Japan's yearly, and the Western media even calls China the world's first electrical empire. But the last Chinese village only got connected to the grid in 2015, so is that developed or not? 2015 is recent, but electrifying a country the size of 44 European nations with 3 times Europe's population is no small feat. China leads the world in EVs, high-speed rails, best infrastructure, skyscrapers, 6th-generation fighter jets, etc. Yet the last road to a remote mountainous village was built in 2020 for just 200 people at a cost of $50 million. They didn't want to move out of the mountains, so the state brought modern infrastructure to them. Extreme poverty ended only in 2020. Many unskilled older people still earn just $300 to $400 a month. But even their income is low. No one goes hungry, freezes, or lives on the streets anymore. Yes, China once had homeless populations too. That was a social problem solved only in the last decade. And about education, everyone can go to school at a very low cost. The future is bright. So 2005 or 2050. You name it. Then there's the external pressure. Most countries don't have to face America's full-scale suppression. China does. It has more people than all developed countries combined and is the world's third largest country. A great power facing US hegemony doesn't have the right to surrender. It either wins or collapses like the Soviet Union. So China has to build everything on its own. For example, blocked from the International Space Station, it built Tiangong, which will soon be the only space station left. Cut off from US high-end chips, it built its own industry and became the largest chip exporter now, though it's still catching up on high-end chips. So in many ways, China is still a developing or a catching-up country. Given its population and size, China should ideally be number 1 in every major industry. But it isn't yet. For example, the Chinese renminbi is not a global currency like the US dollar yet. In high-end biopharmaceuticals, China still trails the US. In aircraft carriers, China also has a numerical gap with the US. This is why, in some respects, China is living in 2025, but China's minds are set on 2049, the 100th anniversary of the People's Republic of China. With its current momentum, people believe China will keep rising and help build a shared future for humanity. After all, if China could lift 800 million Chinese people out of poverty, why not 8 billion globally in the future? We don't want to live in the future alone. The whole world should be there together. Follow me, an Eastern perspective, to see the world out.